Welcome to today's CIO Watercooler TV. My name's David Savage, and today I am joined by Mark from CGI. Mark, what do you do at CGI? What's your role there? And CGI are a huge organisation, so what part of CGI do you work for?
Yeah, CGI are one of the biggest companies I'd never heard of before I joined last year. They have 77,500 employees globally in 40 countries. So yeah, the size is there. I'm the UK Digital Transformation Director, and I work in the Emerging Technologies practice, looking at how emerging technologies can be used by our clients.
I suppose that must be, well, not suppose, it must be a very interesting role, because we talk about emerging technologies almost to ad nauseum in the industry. Everyone goes on about blockchain and AI and whatever else. But you get to actually see what's happening on the ground right now. So what are people actually making use of in business and getting some value from?
I think that although it's debatable about whether you'd call them emerging technologies because they've been around for a while, it would be some of the stalwarts of digital consulting. So helping clients plan their digital journey and provide a roadmap for strategic use of digital. And then cybersecurity, we try to bake in cybersecurity to all we do, because if it's not completely secure, you're going to have issues down the line. And then it's probably, in recent times, data, advanced analytics has come to the fore, and the utilisation of data and how to get the most out of it. So actually using data to inform strategic decisions is a lot easier now than it was a couple of years ago.
I've always made the assumption that organisations that talk about digital are going on that journey where maybe they're a legacy business. And I don't know if that's reflected in your client base. I would imagine it's not the younger growth up organisations, but have I got that wrong? Is that a fair assumption to make?
Interestingly, because a lot of digital startups started, say, 5 or 10 years ago, they are getting to the stage where they need that second round of digital transformation, even digital natives. So if you think about it, those large digital organisations that started life in the late 90s, who are the giants, they have to continually evolve. And we do have some clients who, I'm surprised to say, well, why would they need digital transformation? They are purely digital. They have only ever been digital. And it's explained to me, no, they're on their second or third iteration of it. And it's an ever-moving feast, because I have been in situations with clients where we say we recommend digital transformation, and they say, but we spent a couple of million on digital transformation 5 years ago, why do we need to do it again? And it's like, well, think about your question and your answer, because it's never done. It's an ever-moving feast.
It's a very clear indication of the pace of the market. And I suppose that also then means that, again, even if you've gone through that process, as he said, 5 years ago, you've got to be looking forward 18 months down the line to try and work out what technologies you should be using. And what are those conversations looking like?
I think 5G is going to be the big catalyst and enabler for future emerging technologies, because 5G is going to open up the ability to do so much more with virtual reality, augmented reality, mixed reality. I was at a conference last week where they were showing, one of the telecoms providers was showing the capabilities of their 5G test beds around Europe, and the speed with which stuff is done, and the ability to actually visualise concepts in the real world. So they had an example for town planning in the UK, planning permission. Someone has to go out and stick an A4 piece of paper on near a building site to say planning permission here. It's going to change. Phone us or go to our website for more information. In this example in Sweden, you can go up and using your mobile phone, you can visualise what the building is going to look like. You can see its impact or how far it comes out, and you can interact with it and register interest and immediately kind of interact with it on a real-time basis versus a piece of paper that you then have to follow up later.
It's funny, I've heard a few people say that 5G is that key technology that then unlocks so many other things.
Certainly.
Yeah, like augmented reality, virtual reality, etc. Okay, look, peeling back the curtain a little bit before we hit record on this quick video, you were talking a little bit about how Agile had also broken out of its original mould. And I found that quite interesting, because we do think of Agile as being something that's been around in tech now for quite a while, but you said organisations are now using it in a way that has surprised you.
Certainly, yeah. The surprising thing for me is where they've taken Agile out of the digital IT department and have put it into commercial or procurement. So one of the leading supermarkets, they run their food commercial business using agile methodologies. So they have daily stand-ups, they have all of the associated tropes and methodologies, but they're not actually building software, they're running the commercial arm of a supermarket. Likewise, one of the main retailers in the UK does all of their procurement using agile methodology so that it cuts down and truncates the procurement timescales, and they get information quicker from the people interacting with the RFPs. So the fact that agile has moved out of a pure IT digital area is fascinating.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, Mark, I really appreciate you coming and spending some time with us on the channel today.
Excellent.
If you've enjoyed this interview, please do head over to ciowatercooler.co.uk, where you can find plenty more content to sit and watch in your own time.